Hi there, this is Datila, and welcome to the Wrestling Time Post Show. It is Friday, March 1st, 2024, and tonight I'll be talking about Friday Night SmackDown. Let's kick things off talking about this Bloodline segment because there was a lot that happened. I mean, this segment, I think, went 40 minutes, almost all of SmackDown, pretty much. So, the Bloodline comes out first, and one of the couple things that I noticed was after Roman Reigns finished his usual shtick, he was getting ready to leave, but Paul Heyman stopped him. And Roman did not look happy about the fact that Paul Heyman stopped him from leaving. It looked like he was slightly annoyed over the fact that he couldn't leave and The Rock was going to come out. And like Roman's expression throughout this entire Rock promo was very telling. He looked kind of annoyed. Heel Rock has been incredible. I mean, did anybody see that 21-minute promo that The Rock cut on Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins? Like, holy smokes. But anywho, like, The Rock starts talking about how wrestling is cool again, and he takes credit for him and the Bloodline making it cool. The Cody chants are happening out throughout this segment. And he basically, you guys remember at the Elimination Chamber, Cody Rhodes challenged Rock to a one-on-one match. And The Rock talks about how everyone wants to go one-on-one with him, the world, every woman in that arena. And basically, let me see, a 41 minutes and a 40-minute segment, a 21-minute video promo. Insane Friday, indeed. Hey, Io. What a Friday. So he brings up Seth Rollins, or as he called him, the walking clown emoji, and Cody's best friend. He talks about how night one of Mania is going to be the biggest tag match. Him and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth frickin' Rollins. But there's always a but. There's always a but. If Rollins and Cody win, then Roman versus Cody will be free of the Bloodline. And The Rock says he can guarantee it. It's his word. If Rock and Roman win, then night two, it'll be Reigns versus Cody with Bloodline rules. And the crowd chants for Solo after The Rock says he can sing, which I thought was hilarious. Now, Solo tried his hardest not to break character. Yeah, he did. Now, one of the things that I noticed about this was kind of like The Rock is making all these stipulations. I'm over here thinking, like, did he run this over by Roman Reigns? Because, like I said, Roman Reigns looked kind of annoyed out there. He says that Cody Rhodes can give him an answer next week face-to-face because they're going to be in Dallas. And that if Cody doesn't accept his challenge, he will do everything in his power to ensure Cody doesn't win it. I really love the fact that he brought up his authority. I mean, he has a seat on the board of directors on TKO, so I really like the fact that he brought that up. And there's Triple H chants. And it was really interesting that The Rock was doing his signature, can you smell? And then then Roman Reigns cuts him off. So there's like some tension there because, Roman Reigns asks The Rock to acknowledge him. And like The Rock takes off his sunglasses and he's just looking at him like, what the fuck, But he does say he acknowledges him. And that he would do anything for family, and then they hug. And he even lets Roman Reigns finish his catchphrase. So honestly, like, this is so I don't know what direction they're gonna go. I mean, do Rollins and Cody win and is Bloodline free? I don't think so. I think Rollins and Cody lose night one. Roman and Rock win, and then we get Bloodline's rules match. I just hope the WrestleMania Bloodline rules match is a lot better than the last Bloodline rules we had. I'm hoping this time around they have cameos from all the Ananoe family. Rakisha should be out there. Just like have more involvement because the first Bloodline rules match was a total downer. But this was a really great segment. And they're slowly teasing the tension with Roman and The Rock. I honestly feel like at the end of all this, Roman Reigns is going to be the baby face that WWE has always wanted. And we might see a Bloodline Civil War after this is done. Let me see. Drew smiled, grin to grin. Rollins would be less than 100%. Oh, yeah, definitely. What's up? Hey, JJ. Also, with the addition of the Bloodline causing Seth to lose the title to Drew. Yeah, definitely. I could definitely see all that. But there's so many possibilities. I just feel like Rollins and Cody winning doesn't add any stakes to Cody Rhodes' match. Like, if you want Cody Rhodes to be like the underdog and to have the odds stacked against him, you have to have Rollins and Cody lose night one. And I don't mean to say this with the malicious intent, but CM Punk getting hurt was actually a blessing in disguise, because had CM Punk not gotten hurt, I don't think he would have been happy with The Rock's once again taking his WrestleMania main event spot, because Rollins versus Punk was supposed to main event WrestleMania night one, but that's not happening. First of all, because Punk got injured, and I don't think Rollins versus Drew is main event WrestleMania night one. So this is obviously going to main event. Cody is going to main event nights 1 and 2. Bloodline Rose, Cody means Cody needs a miracle. Exactly. I can honestly see all the people that the Bloodline screwed going out there and helping Cody Rhodes. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, maybe Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, yeah. AJ Styles, maybe. Kind of like an adventure style type of thing. But it's going to be a really great... really excited about the road to WrestleMania. Well, at least in terms of this storyline, I'm super excited. I cannot wait. But what did you guys think of this segment, of the Rock segment? Let me know in the live chat or in the comment section down below. This was incredible. This was great stuff. I'm really, really glad that the Rock turned heel. He leaned into the crowd booing him, because if not, I feel like the story wouldn't have been as interesting. I do think that The Rock and Roman will beat Cody and Seth night one. I don't know if The Rock turns on Roman during the match, but I could see The Rock turning on Roman at the end of the match if he loses. It's going to be an Avengers Assemble moment at WrestleMania. Definitely it is. And the card is stacking up. I cannot wait. Now, because this segment went really long, it affected the rest of the show. The segment was great and happy. He's given us one fight. I never got to see him in his prime. I didn't get to see The Rock wrestle live in his prime either. Yeah, like the rest of the matches and segments are cut really short because of this. So, like, Tiffany Stratton should win Money in the Bank. Tiffany Stratton versus Tiffany. Oh my god, I don't know why I wrote that. Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi. Gotta make sure I edit that in my description. So this was a really short match. Neither of them... No, Naomi didn't even get an entrance. Tiffany Stratton won. I'm not going to complain and rant here about Naomi, not yet. I'm going to give WWE the benefit of a doubt here, but I really hope they do something more with Naomi. Like, I'm going to feel some type of way if she's not at WrestleMania, because she left TNA, and TNA treated her like a star. She had an intergender match. She was Knockouts champion. She was undefeated. Hell, she even made Deonna Purrazzo tap out. So I'm going to feel some type of way if WWE doesn't treat her right. But I'm not going to complain just yet. I understand the Rock segment went long and other stuff was affected. I was just not a huge fan of this being so short. So that's just my take. We had the Kabuki Warriors versus Bayley and Dakota Kai. I saw this coming a mile away. If you know anything about Dakota Kai, she's previously portrayed Tegan Knox, Raquel Rodriguez. It was no surprise here that she betrayed Bayley, and she was working with Damage Control. So it really didn't surprise me. Maybe we make it. We're getting Bayley versus Eos. No, she doesn't need a bloodline. I agree with Io. Naomi doesn't need a bloodline. I have a feeling maybe backstabby Dakota. Not surprised. Exactly. I'm not surprised here either. So like I said, Bayley needs a miracle too. She does need a miracle. Maybe it's a big setup to get her finally to join the Bloodline, have management mission, Naomi, then the wise man can make his move. That, I don't know. I mean, at first, I would have said, if this was 2020 or 2021, I would have said, yeah, put Naomi in the Bloodline. Especially when the Usos were tag team champions. You could have, no, I'm not covering Rampage. I stopped covering Rampage a long time ago. You could have put Naomi in the Bloodline and as women's champion, and then the Bloodline would have all the gold. But I don't think it would work now. I don't think so. Maybe if they do a Bloodline Civil War storyline, but I don't think it would work. You cannot trust Dakota any further than you can throw it. Exactly. I don't know why Bayley trusted Dakota. Like, I would have liked if Raquel Rodriguez and Tegan Nox. Well, Raquel Rodriguez is on Raw, so it might have been possible. But I think Tegan Nox is on SmackDown. Would have been cool to see like Tegan Nox tell Bayley like backstage, you can't trust Dakota. You know, she has a history of turning on her partner, so it's no surprise there. So I would have really liked if they included little segments like that, especially for the people that didn't watch NXT at that time, you know, the black and gold brand that didn't get to see those betrayals. It would have added a little something to it, if you ask me. Backstage, like Jade Cargill, like Damage Control is walking, and Jade Cargill kind of just like stands there, like, you know, showing how much of a badass she is. She's just standing there, and Damage Control just kind of looks at her like, okay, so maybe Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill team up against the Kabuki Warriors, maybe, because she keeps appearing on SmackDown. She hasn't been on Raw since she met Becky Lynch, so maybe she's gonna go over to SmackDown, maybe. So we get a street fight, Carlito versus Santos Escobar. They wasting time with these Jade teases. They are. Jade Cargill looked at a powerhouse in that suit. Yes, she did. Now, this street fight wasn't too bad, but again, I feel like because that Bloodline segment went on way too long, everything else got affected. So, like, Rey Mysterio makes his grand return during this match. And he comes out in crutches, and I'm like, there's no way Rey Mysterio would come back in crutches if he's not 100%. So, as I figured, he played possum, and he really whacked Angel and Humberto with those crutches. Now, I have to say, like, Angel and Humberto came out, and they attacked Carlito, but where the hell were Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro? They took their sweet-ass time going out there. Kind of like how Alex Shelley and Kevin Knight in TNA left poor Kushida in there alone with the system. I'll get to this in a second, Daniel. It's after the tag team match. I'll get to that. So Carlito wins this because, you know, Rey Mysterio attacks Santos Escobar with a 619, and Carlito put Santos Escobar through a table. But before that, he had spit in the face with an apple, you know, the Carlito signature trade. So I feel like now that Rey Mysterio is back, this dude's really going to take off. And because we're going to go somewhere with this, hopefully. You know, they've been dragging this out because Rey Mysterio got injured. So now that he's back, we might see the culmination of this feud, Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio. Maybe a WrestleMania. I heard that WWE has an announcement about the Undisputed Tag Titles. We may get championships for Raw and SmackDown if they merge the 4 back to 2, if that's what they be. So yes, New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate are talking to Nick Aldis, and he says that he and Adam Pearce will have an announcement soon regarding the tag titles. Finally, has what I've been preaching. If you guys watch my stuff, you guys know I've been preaching for the longest time. We need to split those tag belts. Not only do we need to split those tag belts, we need new tag titles. I've said it before. I will say it again. I sound like a broken record. Roman Reigns got a new belt. Asuka, when she was women's champion, got a belt. Rhea Ripley got a new belt. Hell, even Seth Rollins got a new belt. Why the hell have we gotten new tag belts? It's been months, almost a year, and we have not gotten new tag team title belts. They still have the red and blue straps. That segment with Randy, Theory, and Waller was funny. Yeah. So, seriously, like, we need new tag belts, and hopefully we get them. Hopefully we split the titles, and like I said, if we don't split the titles and we get new belts, I think that they should alternate between having feuds on Raw, having feuds on SmackDown, because Judgment Day has spent all their time on Raw, have hardly gone to SmackDown. They only went to SmackDown to feud with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, and now are back on Raw full time. So we need to address the tag title situation, and so happy that they finally are going to. Main event ends up being Austin Theory versus Randy Orton with Kevin Owens on commentary. Kevin Owens on commentary was hilarious. This was a pretty decent match, and Randy Orton won with an RKO out of nowhere. And of course, post-match, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller attacked Randy Orton, and then KO stepped in to help Randy Orton. Pretty much SmackDown went off the air. The tag titles do get split. I honestly would like to see Grayson Waller and Austin Theory become tag team champions. I think they're a pretty good tag team. Overall, tonight's SmackDown, in terms of storytelling, they did a lot, which I appreciate. But the show just kind of seemed like a throwaway show, especially after that Brock Bloodline segment. Retire the penny dime tag belts and bring in on new ones. Exactly. There's just no way that these matches and these segments could have followed the Rock Bloodline. A one-sided show. Yeah. I agree. There is no way they were going to follow them. No way. Yeah, that segment went on long. I think it would be cool to see rated RKO. How are you going to see rated RKO when Edge is on AEW? Or if Edge had stayed in WWE? Maybe, yeah. If they split them, I can see WWE World Tag Team Champions and WWE. Yeah, I could definitely see that too. The World Tag Team titles would be on Raw, and the WWE Tag titles would be on SmackDown. I definitely could see that. I feel like, and I hope they don't do this, Rhea basically has Seth's belt, except in a different color, and Io Sky has Roman's belt, but in a different color. So I really hope the tag belts don't look anything like the men's and women's titles here. They should split them. They should split them and make them unique, but make the tag titles kind of identical. Anything's better than what they have now. Alrighty then. With that being said, if I had to rank the show on a scale from a 1 to, I think he's still Shawn Spears. I know he came back to NXT, but I think he's still Shawn Spears. So from us, 1. What if the plates for Raw are red and the plates for SmackDown are blue? Interesting. So from a scale from a 1 to a Shawn Spears perfect 10, I'd give tonight's show, I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give it a 7. Mainly because I feel like it's nobody's fault. Yes, he's still Shawn Spears. Okay, he's still Shawn Spears. I heard the reason why they had to black out the feed because someone had a Die Rocky Die sign. Oh, yeah. Like during the Roman Rock promo, they kept blacking out the screen. Someone had a Die Rocky Die sign. I watched the segment on YouTube, so it was not censored on YouTube. I'd give tonight's SmackDown a 7. I'm going to be generous. I don't feel like anybody's at fault for the show kind of being lackluster. It's just like I said, there was no way for anybody to follow up that incredible promo segment that The Rock and the Bloodline did. No way. They weren't going to follow it. So, kind of a throwaway. The Rock and TV time taken, always the same. Yeah, in a way, I feel like it's kind of not fair for the rest of the talent because, they need time to tell their stories too. And the same people are always telling their stories. So, I'm sure if other people had the opportunity, they had the time that the Bloodline had to tell their stories, I'm sure we would get a lot of great stories. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Wasn't there a Braun Breaker squash match? Oh, yeah, there was. I totally forgot to talk about that. Braun Breaker had a match tonight, and it was a squash match. That's why I forgot about it, too. I forgot who it was against. It was, yeah, he had a squash match. I think we are getting it night one. I honestly do think we're getting it. I feel like they're going to do it with Braun Breaker. They're going to have him go up against jobbers, and they're going to slowly move him into a feud. So, alrighty. With that being said, you guys, thank you guys all so much for watching and for the continued support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you're going to find whenever I go live or release a new video. And yes, like my good buddy JJ says here, I only need 5 more subscribers to hit 1,000 subscribers. Remember, I have to hit 1,000 subscribers by Monday, March 4th, in order for me to start reviewing NXT PLEs and NXT TV specials. If I get to 1,000 subscribers by Monday, March 4th, I will review NXT Roadblock. If not, y'all can forget it. With that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. For the continued support, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. And I'll see you guys Sunday after AEW Revolution. Bye.